$27 billion vanished after a single trade war. 12% of soybean acreage was abandoned in just one season, and the farms that once fed America are slowly falling silent. How a trade war pushed agriculture into crisis. At the beginning of 2025, China imposed a 125% tariff on American agricultural products. Soybeans, corn, and pork, once dominant in the Chinese market, were suddenly pushed out of the game. China, once the world's largest buyer of American soybeans, turned its back. Not only did they slash imports, but they also signed long-term contracts with Brazil and Argentina, securing supplies for years to come. The loss of these contracts was not just a temporary setback. It marked a permanent shift in the flow of global trade. From empty fields to empty shelves, the impact spread immediately. In Wisconsin, soybean acreage dropped by more than 12% in just a few months. Thousands of tons of unsold soybeans piled up. Grain silos overflowed, while market prices collapsed. Many farmers tried switching to corn to survive, but hope quickly faded as corn prices also plunged. Mexico, America's top corn buyer, threatened retaliatory tariffs. The international market turned unstable and unfavorable for American farmers. In the pork industry, the situation was even worse. Tariffs of over 170% from China brought exports to a near standstill. Oversupply pushed pork prices to historic lows. Hog farmers were forced to sell off their livestock at deep losses just to stay afloat. Meanwhile, the fragile American dairy sector took a devastating blow. The 125% tariff made American whey, milk powder, and cheese nearly unsellable overseas. Long-standing dairy farms in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Vermont struggled on the brink of collapse. From farm to family table. But the damage did not stop at the farm gates. It seeped into the daily meals of millions of American families. Food prices quietly climbed higher. According to the latest reports, the average American grocery bill has risen by 10 to 20% within just 6 months. Shrimp, tropical fruits, spices, essential imported goods became significantly more expensive due to the new tariffs. Costs of fertilizers, packaging, and transportation surged, pushing food prices even further out of reach. For low-income households, this was no longer just a budgeting issue. It became a painful choice between eating adequately or cutting back on daily meals. Meanwhile, in rural communities, the pain ran even deeper. Rural credit default rates soared. Family farms, once the backbone of American resilience, began shutting down one after another. Financial stress triggered a widespread mental health crisis. Rural mental health hotlines operated at full capacity, but still could not stem the growing tide of despair. Action or defeat. In the face of an unprecedented crisis, solutions cannot stop at empty promises. The United States must urgently rebuild its domestic supply chains, boost internal consumption, invest in agricultural technology, diversify crops, and reduce reliance on one-way export markets. The government must swiftly negotiate new, stable trade agreements. Financial aid packages must go beyond bailouts. They must include real restructuring programs to help farmers survive and rebuild. It is important that restoring trust among international partners, product quality must be enhanced. Supply chains must become reliable and resilient. America must reaffirm itself as the most dependable food supplier in the world. Because the truth is, once trust is lost, it could take decades to win it back.